Hey, welcome back to the Secret Underground Lair. In the process of making the Julia table, I broke the blade on my 14-inch bandsaw. So the new blade has arrived, and I thought I'd just show you what I'm going through to replace this blade. That's this episode. It'll be a short one. So I'm just going to use a little trowel here. Just give it a little scrape as I go around the wheel. I'm just going off the aluminum here, off the wheel itself. I'm not using the trowel on the tire. That stuff is pretty sticky. Where it is on the tire, I can just use my thumb and thumbnail, and get that off. A little bit of help from a trowel. That's looking a little better. I'll do the same to the top wheel. Gotta get you up close and personal for that. That's looking a lot better. Oh, my favorite part and my least favorite part, I'm going to use an air gun and just kind of blow the dust out of there. Yeah, that saw's probably never been so clean. All right, we'll just put the blade in. Now, what I had in here, after my initial blade broke, which I think I had a 1/2-inch blade in there, I put in the 3/4-inch blade, the same kind of blade that I have in the work table sawmill. And that's what I was using to cut the part for the Julia table. But that's not what I wanted long-term for that, for this saw. So I've gone back, I've got a 3/16-inch blade now with a 6-tooth per inch on it, and I'm going to slip that in, but that means I'm going to have to make some adjustment to the bearings and the guides. I had brought these forward because the 3/4-inch blade was obviously much bigger. So I'm going to have to move those back and probably move this bearing block in. A little bit of a fiddly adjustment to get that right, but hopefully you'll be able to see what I'm doing here. Okay, I've got the saw blade in, just loosely fitted, so I'm just going to tighten it up. And then we'll adjust the guides. I can tell, oh yeah, my blade guide here is of course way up front, so I need to turn that back. To do that on this saw, there's a couple little Allen keys, or not Allen keys, hand keys here that you turn. Let's bring the camera around. So you probably can't see very well because it's a little dark, but the blade guide on this side is way forward, and it's actually about halfway on the teeth there. There, I think you can see that. So to adjust the guides, I loosen this and then adjust the screw here. So adjusting this screw here, I'm pulling the guides back. So here you can see me moving the guides back And I want them to be just behind the teeth. That should give me where I want. And the bearing is where I want it. So I can now tighten the little thumb screw. And I can tighten that guy down so that he's touching but not binding. It just occurred to me that I should be checking to make sure that the blade is actually perpendicular to the table. The reason I'm questioning it is I've noticed that the blade is riding very much on the outside of this bearing and not so much on the outside of the lower bearing. So I'm just going to make sure that I do in fact have the blade perpendicular, and it may be that I have, I'm pushing it out somehow. Let me just check that. Okay, so what I have done is I have loosened off the guides, got the bearings in alignment. Well, actually, before I did that, is I loosened off the guides, backed off the bearings, and now I'm just spinning the blade by hand. I figure if it's running true between the top wheel and the bottom wheel, then we're not going to get any better than that in terms of true. I can't make any adjustment on the wheels themselves. So that's got it where I want it. Now what I want to do is bring the bearings up to just touch the back of the blade, which they are both doing now. And now I can bring in the guides just to kiss the blade. And I can tighten them down. Okay, that'll be tight. And our bottom guide is looking pretty good, actually. The only thing I'm missing is that I want to move the bearing a little bit farther out, so I'm going to adjust that. And I'm bringing that bottom bearing out. Let's see if I can get you to see if you can see that. So I'm bringing that bottom bearing out. You can just see it down in there. The blade is just going past it. And you can see that that bearing is just turning. It's exactly where I want it. And the lower guides, not bad, they could be brought out just a little bit as well. So I'm going to bring them out. All right, I am happy with the bearings and guides. They're in position the way I want them. Tighten things down. All right, we'll put the cover back in place. And we'll give it a test. That's about as well as I could expect. Very happy with that. Just for fun, I'm going to cut the total depth here. Let's see what that does. Okay, I have a straight line that I can follow. Let's see how that goes. Very nice. Okay, like that new blade. Super. Okay, short video. Thanks very much for watching. Please like and subscribe. We'll see you on the next video.